Let's talk about compliments. I notice so much in my life that people don't actually know how to receive kind words and compliments in general. And so many of the times when I ask, what is it that, why can't you accept that? What is it that's stopping you? They're like, oh, well, I don't want to have a big ego, or, I don't really know if that's true. And so it just becomes shrugged off or minimized. And now the person who's given the compliment is left feeling like, well, it's almost an act of disrespect for the person who's giving the compliment. If the receiver isn't able to breathe it in, now you're like, oh, now I kind of feel stupid because I was being kind, but now you don't even believe it. And then on the flip, for the person who's receiving, whether that person giving is blowing smoke up your ass or not, that practice of accepting and being able to breathe in your strengths and acknowledge your own confidence in those strengths yourself is really powerful. And that's not ego. That's being able to accept the kind words of somebody and build yourself up, lift yourself up. So, not that it's, you're not a bad person if you're unable to accept compliments. And is there an opportunity for you to start to practice being able to accept compliments? And one way that I started to practice this, because I was totally somebody who used to be like, oh, you don't have to tell me that. And no, you are awesome. And it doesn't mean that you're like better or worse than anybody. And when somebody pays you a compliment, you can breathe that in. Literally all you have to say is thank you, and allow yourself to really feel it and see how that starts to shift your ability to see yourself in more of a positive light. And how does that allow you to show up for things or to believe that you're capable of things that you maybe hadn't been before? That's what I started to notice for myself, is when I got into the practice of not shrugging off compliments, but really, I literally put my hand on my heart. I say thank you. And now if I need to, I'll say thank you. I am breathing that one in and really allow myself to feel and connect with that compliment. It has changed my life. It has allowed me to stand in my power and my confidence a lot more than ever before. And I don't believe that has made me an egomaniac. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think so. So I think that's separate. Being able to accept compliments does not make you an egomaniac. Being an egomaniac is an intention that you choose for yourself, regardless of whether somebody is paying you a compliment or not. So, where in your life can you start to notice where you're like shrugging off something, and can you start to really accept that compliment and own it? Because when you aren't able to own that confidence for yourself, you're actually denying the world your gifts, and that sucks for the world. So can you start to really allow yourself to believe and just say thank you and see what the experience of your life, see how the experience of your life shifts when you're able to accept and build the positive and seeing what's right in you versus just shrugging it off and pretending that you're small.